Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope your day is going better than fantastic. Today I want to talk about something very important. And that's critical and deep thinking. Reflection upon one's own life. And life around you. You see, growing up in a home with a narcissist parent or parents, you likely experienced tons of sabotage upon your life by the narcissist parent or parents. It seemed like at every turn, when I might make a new friend, a friend now looking back that appeared to be well adjusted, my mother would do something that would either cause me great embarrassment, either in front of this new friend, or in front of their parents, to where the friendship would come to an end. Or my mother would tell lies about me to this new friend. And keep in mind, these narcissists are slick. When I would go to the restroom, leaving my new friend for a moment, my mother used that 2 or 3 minutes to start talking bad about me. To where sometimes, I would catch her in mid-conversation, and she would stop and pretend like nothing was going on. Well, they do all of this because they don't want you to see what a well-adjusted life is like. Because if you don't know what a well-adjusted life is like, you might be more likely to stay in your dysfunctional home of origin. So they can feed on your misery and pain until they are no longer on this earth, without regard to what happens to you when they are gone. It's truly sick. But it's what's happening. But the sad thing about this is I see this playing out in our society today. Again, the question I've asked before: what would happen if narcissists and other toxic people got into powerful positions, such as a societal influencer of some kind? And I think it's a fair question. Because if narcissists are in every walk of life, just like someone that isn't a narcissist is in every walk of life, wouldn't it stand to reason that a narcissist or narcissists could be in positions to influence the masses on how they think and what they feel? And when you see so many people coming from broken homes, not knowing what end is up, they are easy to be influenced by others. And if that person that is doing the influencing is toxic, they are likely to lead such a person down a road where they can't think for themselves. And they become dependent on narcissists to steer them around in life. Usually down a dead-end road. A road that ends in misery and pain. Think back. Remember how you felt when you met the narcissist that you ended up dating and or got married to, long before you knew they were a narcissist, or even what narcissism was all about. You might have thought, finally someone that understands and cares about me. You might have felt that no one loved you because you grew up in a home full of narcissists. And now you meet this so-called wonderful person that is now showing you love. And you got influenced to do a lot of things that in the end were only destructive to you and your life. And it's because you didn't have deep reasoning and critical thinking skills. Skills that were purposely not taught to you by your narcissist parent or parents. Because when you can't think for yourself, or you are unable to take a step back and reason things through, you are easier to control. And without such skills, it's easy to find yourself in a romantic relationship with someone you haven't thought deeply about, and the problems this person can bring your life. You are only looking at the surface level of things, simply because this is how you were trained. You see, this is how narcissists get through life. When someone hears about a person getting angry at their mother or father, there is no thought as to how or why. There is just a knee-jerk reaction. That this son or daughter must be a terrible son or daughter. And the same in romantic relationships. So the narcissist sets the stage where their surface level lie is believed. But eventually somewhere along the line, well-adjusted people will eventually pick up on something is not right with such a person. And they will distance themselves from them. Not all of the time. But some of the time this is true. When the narcissist pushes things too far. But with that being said, they don't want you to critically think. Because you just might realize they are toxic. And you might just leave and no longer provide them with supply they need. You see. Someone mentioned the movie They Live in the comment section in my last video. And the movie ties in with this subject. If anyone has seen this movie. The wrestler Roddy Piper. Who is the main character in this movie. He finds some glasses. Where he can see things other people can't. Such as when he sees billboard signs. It might have a normal ad on it. But when he puts on his glasses, it might say, obey. Or consume. And when he looks at certain people with these glasses on, they look like skeleton monsters. And these are supposed to be the evil people in our society that thrive on the misery of others. No matter they be a low-level person that works at the store. Or if they are in a major position in society. And they go through great lengths to keep people from critical thinking and from understanding what is really happening. And they want the people in society to keep up with their normal daily routines. Daily routines that were given to them by the toxic people. Roddy Piper can now see with these special glasses. And to me, in my humble cartoon opinion, this is a good example of what narcissism is about. And what the narcissist is all about. The glasses in my opinion is a great example of having the tools to critically think. And these strange beings' reaction to once they realized Roddy Piper can see them for what they are is a great example of how the narcissist react once they realize you can see them for what they are. And that's either to ruin your life. Worse than what they've already done. And or turn you into a narcissist as well. And it's to keep this toxic cycle going and going and going. In my last video, I answered a question regarding how could I love my mother if she did all of the things she did to me. And there was a comment on that video that mentioned. They felt based on my answer. Though my answer may not apply to your situation. But they felt that I was breaking the generational cycle of narcissistic abuse for myself. And I truly feel that as well. Look. I can't fault anyone for not loving their mother or father after what they went through. I'm amazed I can love her sometimes. But the love I have for her isn't the same I think it would be if she truly loved me. I feel sorry for the fact her life was ruined by her mother. And she was programmed and doomed from the start to cause problems wherever she went. And in my constant self-work and healing process, the love I have for her help let go of some of the anger. Like I say, it's constant work. But it's that cycle. The cycle of narcissistic abuse. Where those beings in the movie They Live. They would do anything to keep the cycle going on and on and on. That's why they went through great lengths to keep people asleep and unable to critically think. Again. Look at the amount of broken homes out there. Look at how many of those broken homes lead to more broken homes. And romantic relationships that turn into more broken marriages and or relationships. And sons and daughters born as a result. That grow up standing little chance of truly understanding how to get through the world. And that's what the narcissist likes and wants. Because the low-level narcissist knows there is constant supply out there. All they have to do is find another broken person. Because there are plenty for them to choose from. And for those in positions of high influence and power. They know these broken people are easy to manipulate and control. And for them controlling thousands if not millions of broken people is the highest of the high for these people. And it feeds them narcissistic supply in big doses. And they don't want that power and supply to go away. Actually they want more and more and more and more of it. And the best way to ensure that happens is to keep you from learning. From learning how to become a deeper thinker. and someone that can think critically. They want you to be a surface level thinker only. And if you are to learn about narcissism and narcissists, they want you to learn their version of what they want you to know about narcissism. And that's the over-the-top, brash, loud person that is hard for people to like. They don't want you to know. Likely most narcissists are under the radar. That you need good discernment and critical thinking. Hence the they live sunglasses. For you to be able to see. Deep thinking. They don't want it. This is why these talks are so important. There is always someone new that comes across this information. And they go out and tell their stories of what happened to them. And so on and so forth. And what could happen as a result is millions of people that can finally see this for what it is. Will no longer give these narcissists the supply. And the power. The power. This is key. The power they crave and hold over us. So yes. We must continue to break the cycle. But we must continue to educate. Because through the education, it helps those that might not have had deep thinking skills about such topics, to be able to develop such skills over time. Kind of like handing out they live sunglasses. Well, that's all I have for today. Again, thank you for supporting this channel. I really appreciate you from the bottom of my cartoon heart. I really mean that. And I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time. Bye for now. And be good to yourself.